That would just be the wonderful start of a trip. Yogurt goes all over the floor. Much like at the start of the movie, Steph went and I went the other night. Fucking popcorn, straight on the floor at the start of the movie. No, straight on the seat beside us, sorry. It was completely... And so what did I... Well, it was sitting on one of those the side bits, not on, and then... So I just sweeped it onto the floor.
What was that for?
But the most fucking... The most cosmic part of that whole experience was... There was people in our seats, right? And we were like,
get the fuck out of our seats.
I think you got the wrong seats. This is our... And we showed them the tickets. They had the tickets. They had the exact same seats. Huh. And it's like,
Were you in the right session?
Okay. So we're like, what the hell? Did they double book the same seats? What's going on? So we've gone out to get the attendant, and she's come in, and she's asked to see the guy's tickets. They were in the wrong session. Their session was the next day. And I'm like, how did you get in? Like, did the ticket person just go, huh? That looks about right.
Dude, the amount of fucking cinemas I've gone to where they don't actually even seem to check my ticket at all.
It's like, you got a piece of paper? You good?
Yeah. Give me a fucking receipt. They don't know.
Come on.
They don't know me. They don't know my life.
Oh, dude, really? Really on the fucking bike, you piece of shit?
Oh, that's great.
I hate everything he stands for.
That's marvelous.
I hate clean energy. I hate these double
buses.
I hate these double buses. Great. At this rate, we're not going to get out of the driveway.
It's weird, like, the times of day it's a cunt to get out of here. There's never the ones you expect. Fucking Sundays in this fucking street are a goddamn logjam, because every cunt wants to go to New Farm Park. So it's almost like it's just still. Just a bunch of goddamn cars sitting around having a fun fucking chat.
The big gay road trip, dude, is we're going to Coffs Harbour for Level Up, which is some sort of convention that we've been invited to. We're going to go and molest people and play the Vive.
I'm actually looking forward to it. I'm eating Dairy Farmer's thick and creamy, fucking delicious goddamn strawberry yogurt, which I believe should be the product's full title. That's my breakfast.
Breakfast of champions. I'm gonna get McDonald's because I'm a fat cunt. And I want hash browns.
Goofus eats McDonald's for breakfast. Gallant has yogurt.
I can't read. I would say die. Historic on the Fury Road.
Every fucking road in Brisbane is the Fury fucking road. Stupid, disorganized bullshit, goddamn glorified suburb. Brisbane's a suburb of a bigger city that doesn't exist. It's like a fucking suburb that got lost.
Right now we're driving over the historic Story Bridge where some cunt mobbed some dude. I don't know.
Now with suicide preventing shields.
It does have suicide preventing shields. It's got big fucking rims so you can't throw yourself off. If you can make it over that, kudos, you deserve to die.
Yeah, really. You can accomplish a lot in your life. Technically you don't have to commit suicide if you can actually get over these. Joggers. People in jogging outfits who aren't jogging who confuse me. What do you mean, where's Gabe? Oh, witness Gabe, okay. Confused the shit out of me there for a second. I have, like, mundane as fuck dreams. Like, there were times, like, especially when I'm working, which is literally doing the same thing over and over again forever, and society thanks you for it. I'd have dreams of being at work, and then I'd just, wake up, and I'm just, how much of that happened? Like, did I literally dream, chunks of this?
How far are you driving? We're driving about 5 hours. Not sure how long that is in kilometres or miles, depending where you are in the world. It always baffles me that there's different measures for fucking things.
No, there aren't. There's kilometres, and America's a fucking idiot. Those are the two situations. There's There's not two measures. And, like, it's slowly getting its way into the United States. Like, their drug measurements are in metric. Thumbs up.
Hate using your real name. Then fucking sign up with a YouTube account or go to your Google settings and change your real name to something else.
Well, man the fuck up.
It's like when a YouTube was like, hey, we want to use your real name now instead of your, like, screen name. I'm like, no. Bow out of that fucking one.
Well, I'm the idea that people think that'll fix a problem.
What, using real name? No, people still gonna be dicks.
Yeah. How do you verify? Like, what am I gonna fucking put in my fucking tax file number? Idiots.
Run over him. No, I don't want to damage my car, dude. I got a feeling that Yahtzee would be a clinger and just would cling to the car. Someone try to run him down. And just like drone at them until like they stop and Alright, so first order of business on this drive is I'm gonna go through the McDonald's drive-thru. Aren't you guys fucking impressed? Then I'm gonna get petrol. Maybe pick up a hooker.
You're gonna get a partially gelatinated non-dairy gum-based beverage?
No.
Shit. Give me a large flat white.
Alright, cunt. Stop fucking advancing.
Look at it. Oh, this is glorious.
Well, I need food, otherwise I'm not gonna be able to survive. So.
Should have got yogurt.
I can't eat yogurt first thing in the morning. Coats my gut in bacteria, and then my gut's like,
yeah, that's what it's for. It's like, it's you know, I was having bad reflux. Now I'm just having, like, a fucking creamy, yogurty experience.
See, I have one of those weird stomachs that usually if I eat in the morning, I get sick.
Huh.
Like, that's the thing. If I drink water in the morning before eating, I get sick.
I don't think you're meant to be alive.
Yeah, probably not. I have a weird combination of fluids and skin.
Oh, it's good to laugh.
Oh, there's a dude over there, like a plasterer showing it. Some dude, he's plastering box. And I don't know why, but it's the most weird thing in the world right now to me.
Bro. Don't get between a man and his plastering box. Some fucking special relationship right there. I'll never forget my first plastering box. Her name was Agatha. She was actually a rhombus. And that upset our families. Because we weren't meant to be together.
Does Gabe have cream in his mouth? He did. Well, it's not cream, it's yogurt.
Which is essentially like somebody milked bacteria, which is weird when you think about it.
You're going to sleep like fuck you are.
Ugh.
Just, you can add it to the bot anyway, dude. Just go to the chat and... Actually, I don't think the bot's on there at the moment. Or write it down.
The bot.
Quote system has been good. Like the other night, I was like, come, Jordan, I will teach you the meaning of fuck! Because some fucker made this level, holy shit, in Mario Maker. And it was just like, just frames fucking everywhere. You gotta be perfect with everything. I wanted to beat it though, because it was doable. I felt I could do it. So I'm getting through it. I get to this part, and it's just cancer. I'm like, oh my god, what the fuck is this? So I end up getting through the part, bounce off the Koopa, get through the spikes, needs Kaizo jumps. And I'm just like, nah. Done. Fuck it. I can't do Kaizo jumps. Fuckers who put Kaizo jumps in the levels, get fucked.
Okay, what's the definition of a Kaizo jump?
So the things where you've got to spin and throw the spring, bounce off it and grab it, you know, those things. Using the physics of the game in ways that weren't supposed to be made, basically. They hurt.
Yeah, because that's bullshit.
Kiss rematch. Nope. We would need a lot of money.
$1,000.
No, at least, like...
gourmet brekkie rolls. Gourmet.
Hi, could I please grab a
Gourmet.
sausage
go
McMuffin
get fucked.
and 2 hash browns?
Yeah, anything else?
Yeah, could I grab a large flat white?
Large flat white?
Yeah.
On full cream milk?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, is that all the same?
And a medium orange juice, please.
Anything else?
That's all.
That one comes to $13.70. Charge through the back window when you can, please.
Thank you.
Come here and get your greasy shit gobs. Children! Greasy shit jobs.
Alright, fast food restaurants in Australia are weird because they've always got windows, like more windows than they need.
They're never active either.
No.
No matter how fucking busy or bedlam they are, there's never...
Good, thank you. That's fine.
Ace waste. Solving tomorrow's waste problems today.
Have a nice morning.
Thank you.
Does that mean they can stop me from shitting myself? Are you driving around? What's going on?
Apparently. This is
Oh fuck, there are even more windows.
There's an infinite number of windows.
It's fucking more windows than Sesame Street.
McDonald's, of course, I had that last night. Is that you, Elmer?
Cedric.
And last night, I had a fillet o fish.
A fellatio
Sometimes
fish.
you just gotta feel like you want a big fucking...
Hey, how's it going?
Oh, yeah, good, thank you.
There you go. Have a
Cheers.
great one.
While I get situated. Sometimes you just feel like you want a giant fish finger in a fucking bun. Because that's basically what it is.
Yeah, that's really, like, that's... It's not even a good fish finger.
It tasted alright.
More of a fish flipper.
Tasted like a soggy something or other.
Yeah.
Alright, now I'm just gonna park
Like a fucking
quickly
trawler rag.
so I can set up my GPS where we're going.
Alright.
That may help.
Yeah. It says it's small, so, like, sometimes it's little. I'm
we're
the
reading.
real flat white. God damn it. Flat white power. I don't know why people get so angry at me when I talk about my preferences of coffee. You know, I'm a flat white supremacist. People get irritated by that. I think it's a controversial position. You know, I believe the nation was founded on flat white principles.
It's so weird seeing Gabe in motion. Have you never watched that Twitch shit? We're always in motion. We never stop
Woman
motion.
driving on the curb, doesn't give a fuck, needs a McDonald's.
Amazing.
The woman, like, there's a car, like, directly in front of us, and it did that thing where a big object got much, much, much closer than it should appear, but I wasn't looking at it in a mirror.
What is the weird reverse rate effect? What?
I don't know.
I don't see no reverse rate effect.
And she just sort of hauled herself, like, she's just driven up onto the fucking footpath, which I didn't know was really an option.
I don't think it is. Look, they're all lining up behind her too. This is amazing.
That's
She's
so
breaking the
good.
drive-thru. Fucking chat on the phone.
Yeah, she's on the phone, that's why. Probably disgusting.
It's actually a staff park by the look of it. Oh, is this guy gonna come out and hit her? Oh no, he's parked.
No,
To get food.
he's other stuff.
They parked in the staff park and this is magnificent.
VIP.
Wait, is that the out? Yeah, it is.
Is this the out hole?
Well, fucking drive-thrus.
There are a lot of holes.
There's so many.
There's a lot of windows, there's a lot of holes.
Midwives first.
McDonald's is like...
What? I don't see no reflections.
I don't even give a shit.
Shirt reflection.
What shirt are you wearing?
Bullet for
Fuck
my
is
Valentine.
Is that some kind of faggoty ass screamo band? It sounds like a faggoty ass screamo band.
Sort of, yeah.
Were you a teenager in 2006 and have emotions?
2006. Was I 18?
10 years ago.
Holy shit. I was 18.
Uh-huh. I got you in one.
How's the weather?
Crisp.
It's
Like,
actually not too bad right now because it's only morning. So it's only just starting to get unbearably hot.
It shouldn't. It might. I don't know. Is Coffs Harbour cold? I don't even know where we're going, to be honest.
Why are you hiking me?
30 in Chicago. I bet it's a kind of static heat. That's right. I bet that'd be kind of brutal in Chicago. Is it in Fahrenheit?
I think
it says C.
Oh, it is C?
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you for using the correct measure.
Yeah. Because if it was Fahrenheit, then no, because it's summer in the States. Because it's coming into winter here. Do I actually have emotions?
What is that? Is that Yoda?
What? Oh. No, it's that new one, Yaz Mabaro, whatever her name is.
Oh yeah.
The little orange thing that roots the Wookiee. I don't really need to be drugged to be kidnapped. I'm very pliable.
All you need to do is tempt him with a bucket of chicken.
Pretty much.
Like, I remember when we were doing the 24-hour stream in there, he had a sleep, and I walked in, I woke him up, and I was just holding a bucket of chicken, and he sort of, like, blinked his eyes and looked at me as if to say, is this a dream?
It
Like,
was all original
is there
recipe
real
too,
chicken?
which is the flaccid penis of fried chicken. I have a Scottish boyfriend. I can never use Farron whatever. Good choice.
It was not a bad hash brown.
What's the difference?
2 recognized seasons now? Yeah, hot, not hot. They're our seasons.
Pretty much. Well, like, wet and dry, really, is sort of what it's boiled down to now. You know, it was always kind of sort of that. But, you know, there's the season where it rains a bit, and then there's the season where it doesn't rain at all.
Till
And really not
45
rain at
a.m.
all.
and you want McDonald's? Get McDonald's, bruh! Surely they're open 24 hours, or you can get delivery. Something.
Do you want your advanced food substitute? It's delicious.
I'm so glad that McDonald's got rid of the delivery fee. That was ridiculous. You have to have ordered $30 and then paid a delivery fee as well.
What's the minimum now to get delivery?
I'm not sure. I don't think it's much. I think it's like 15.
I want a nugget!
Remember that time in the airport they gave you 1 nugget?
Yeah, that's right. That was fucking confusing. I was not prepared. I think that it was hard to tell if the person who did that was a simpleton or just a real honest fucking like employee.
Because what did you ask for?
I really can't fucking remember.
I'm pretty sure you asked for a nugget. Like, you know, one of the... Can I have a
Yeah,
nugget?
like a nugget isn't like the fucking package, a serve of nuggets. Because what else options would there be? Why would you give me a nugget? Or nug? Is that the singular?
We do have
Like
McDonald's.
die
delivery.
and dice, yeah. It was relatively recent, wasn't it?
Yeah. It's only like widespread now. Like, for example, 2 weeks ago they didn't. The closest one to my house was like Browns Plains, which was like 2 suburbs away.
Not Browns.
Yeah.
Browns.
Now the one up the street from me delivers.
Huh. How do they deliver? Do they have a car, or do they just sort of like
Yeah, they drive the car.
duct tape burgers to the youngest employee and make them run? Kind of like the marathon runners of like ancient Rome,
The
carrying
running of the shees.
Yeah, carrying like burgers and breakfasts. I can't read the thing now because it's jiggling. The thing that holds the phone that isn't like just a piece of duct tape now, so that's a plus.
Something, yeah.
Yeah, because that was a concern the last time we did one of these things where it's just like the phone's just like literally hanging from this fucking thread of duct tape. And it was proper duct tape, don't get me wrong, it was that reinforced shit. I stole like a giant fucking roll of it from somewhere. And, so, you know, I had some faith in it, but still, like, it just looked too ramshackle to possibly work.
It was.
Now it's attached to one of those little suction cuppy doodads that sticks to the windshield. And as we drive, it just sort of it starts to vibrate in like a lady-pleasing fashion.
It's made of vibranium.
Yeah. Do you know any duets?
Duets?
Nah.
No.
In a few hours, when I lose my mind, I'm gonna start singing like the Proclaimers, and I only know the chorus. So that's gonna be fun. That's not even gonna be about. That's not gonna be about Aaron. It's not gonna be about you. It's not gonna be about being entertaining. That's gonna be like some kind of weird form of meditation for me, where like the yogis that like hold their arm up for like a decade. It's gonna be like that. It's just like, how long can I sing? Like, well, I would walk 500 miles for just see how long I can do that. Like, it won't even be words by the end of it to me. It'll just be like this weird series of fucking sounds, kind of like, you know, fucking om mane padme om and shit. Like, that's just what it's gonna be that for me. That's gonna be fun. I like being able to look at people in their cars, especially when they do weird shit, like just drive along real weirdly slowly. Like, you kind of get a chance to see their face, and it sort of like explains an awful lot. You know, and that person's got a P plate at least, so you can kind of understand that. And it's a lady and her daughter who's probably not driving because she's scared of the freeway, which happens a lot. Clump.
That's an old Chinese man.
Yeah. On his way home to Sunnybank. Otherwise known as China 2. No, we're not picking up hitchhikers.
I don't feel like getting stabbed.
Yeah, that and I don't want to have to make conversation with a potato. Kind of sub-mutant. Aaron doesn't stop eating because he's... I like the way you sandwiched your sandwich. Like, you had a hash brown, you moved on to the main event of whatever,
Sausage muffin.
Yeah. Sausage muffin. And then you had another hash brown. You know,
I refuse to say McMuffin because the fuck makes it a McMuffin? It's a muffin. Nothing changes. Yeah, because the muffin was riding the hashboard down like a surfboard. That's why.
This is like a really flat, banal F-Zero. Na 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 na. We're actually there already. I'm just experiencing this for the magic of HTC Vive.
Apparently my shirt's projecting onto yours somehow.
I don't understand how that works. That changes.
This is gonna be sickening for you guys.
That changes what I understand about. See what I mean? Yeah. Welcome to Jiggle Vision. Now you can pretend like you're a bunch of tits getting motivated by me.
Why are you guys like so obsessed with with the fucking shirts? Like,
because it's a fucking like that's something I've noticed about the goddamn internet. Is if it's fucking trivial, fuck, they're all over it. It was an audio pop at 5 minutes 33. So fucking what? So fucking what, you fucking shoe? I can kind of hear a cat in the background. Why did you write that? Tell me you made a fucking account just to post that. Shirts projecting. I don't even think that's real. That's Nate is coming up with bullshit.
it's actually going to be a good drive. I haven't gone this way in a long time.
It's the furthest I've gone away from my bubble in a long while. So, that'll be nice. You can't... Oh, well, bag lady. That was a long way out of that bag lady's natural habitat. That's kind of interesting. See, the bag ladies are kind of like hobbits. So she must be like a river run bag lady or something. So, you know, it's nice to see them sort of around.
So what does the map say? Stay on this for 5.4 kilometers. And then it's probably going to be like drive 400 kilometers.
Yeah, just
haul ass.
We're on one of the arterial roads, they call it.
I wish we were like hauling something.
Because it was named after Wilson P. Arterial. was a bitumen magnate and owned 3/4 of Australia accidentally for
Don't
2
forget
years.
to stop at the Big Banana. That's a thing.
Of course it
Let's
is.
go to the Big Banana.
I goddamn hate this country sometimes.
Everything we have that's like a tourist attraction is just
It's
big.
not even... No, have implies that it's something. It's not even something. There is no big banana, there is no big fucking sheep, there is no big pineapple. All of those things are just the big shame. It's a giant gaping fucking, novelty-sized hole where an actual interesting thing about your town would be.
It's only slightly dangerous, dude. I'm fine. Like, I can see it out of my peripherals. Like, that's the thing. I can read it right now as I'm looking forward.
I'm keeping an eye out.
And also, I have 3 eyes, so I have a third one. You don't know where it is. It's in my penis. Penis pops up like the little fucking trash compactor monster.
We're gonna drive past so many big fucking cube malls. Like, just big fuck off. Like, they don't even put levels in them anymore because I think the fat cunts are confused by escalators. So,
I am. I know that. Well, that's the thing. I went to Intrapillar the other day. They hide the escalators, dude. Like, you know how they're usually just in the fucking strip?
Yeah.
It was tucked in a corner, around a wall.
Huh.
And I'm like,
I didn't know they did that.
like, yeah.
One time I was doing this drive and me and Shay were going to the Gold Coast to do like a bar thing. And we're on this is like a 4-lane, both sides of the highway is 4 lanes, which is pretty fucking big for sort of the Brisbane area. And so in the middle there's this big giant fucking median strip. Like, it's quite wide. It's probably about, almost 3 lanes wide itself. So, we're toddling along down at about 5 in the afternoon. Maybe around sort of between 4 and 5, give or take. And I see, and because we're coming over this sort of hill thing, so you can see sort of a fair while ahead. There's this little proto-civilization of about 8 fucking dead shit bogans just trapped in the middle median strip.
I'm pretty sure you told the story on our last drive.
Yeah, I probably did. I really hope to see another one. To me that was like a deer sighting. Like, I kind of want to see number 1 of the USS Enter van. Is it a van? Yeah, I've been to the Big Pineapple. Oh, it has a petting zoo.
What?
Why don't I just call it that? The Big Petting Zoo.
That's what I call my penis.
Here's a goat called Eustace. It's very aggressive, but only toward Asians. We're hoping you don't notice. Come see the racist goat. That is something I'd go see. I would go see somebody.
Just yell Jews!
Yeah. I'd go see someone's incredibly racist goat. Long vehicle. There was this kind of sad fat dude in our high school, and when the high school did that thing where you could sort of have a jacket with something printed on it because, I don't know, and people were joking about you got to write it down, and it was a form, and other people had access to it. So I remember someone was joking about changing this kid's fucking, thing from go hard or go home, which is kind of sad and dull to begin with, to, wide load. And I thought wide load was kind of cruel and stupid. My suggestion was do not overtake turning the vehicle, because I think it actually has kind of a nice subtle fat joke to it. Or if you can't see my mirrors, I can't see you. It just implies that the kind of vast beast needs little wing mirrors just so you can kind of see where you are.
Has Australia tried to kill anyone else? If you mean by the land itself, no. But animals have, yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, got attacked by a cow. I got attacked.
Oh yeah, I got it. Yeah,
I got attacked by many spiders.
That's actually a legit one of because I was going mushroom hunting that day, so you go to fucking cow pastures, because the one thing that we knew at the time was that mushrooms grew in cow shit. And so we're there, and we've been smoking weed all morning, so I'm just kind of baked and wandering around this fucking
love
paddock.
those fucking motorbikes.
Holy shit. Do you think that guy's from the 80s cartoon series Mask?
I think so.
That fucking trike transforms into a quad. And that's not helpful at all, really, but it does something. Tracker. Mask.
Yeah, there was a dude who drove past in a motorbike. The motorbike has 2 wheels at the front and 1 wheel at the back. It's like a motorbike for people who are scared of like real motorbikes.
Yeah, I'm not sure what fucking, like, have you wanted your fat wife up behind you in the wind? Moto trikes! Like, was... Like, I can understand that being a weirdly specific fetish. Like, just... I've always wanted to drag my wife behind a vehicle, but prefer not to get yelled at.
Oh my god, look at that Commodore!
Oh, you fucking cunt. Oh, it's even got like a bad, like, home-done tint job with the back screen, too.
Amazing.
I bet that thing's 17 years old and knows a trade.
White rims.
It's, yeah, this fucking Commodore just went past and it's like tooled up like a 17-year-old would do. And it's got this like fucking white and electric blue flame that goes around the whole fucking thing.
I wish I had a way to like show you guys this sort of stuff.
It actually looks like a
cameras
shitty
on the
Matchbox
side.
car. One of those ones that changes water when you put it in, like, changes color when you put it in like hot water.
Let's see if we can flip the camera. Oh look, there you guys. You can see the road. Look at that. Look at that.
Okay, put on your VR goggles now.
The sound of my voice ejaculating in your ear.
Type left and right into the Twitch feed to direct us where you want us to go. Consider this like one of those shitty old LCD games, like bip, bip, bip. You have to make us dodge traffic.
I remember those.
Yeah. Do those even exist anymore? Because I'm willing to bet, like, just, fucking...
Well, you've got fucking mobile phones now.
Yeah, that's what I'm figuring, is phones and shit would have probably taken that away. I played one of those for fucking ages once when we were going up north to visit my aunt.
You remember the like shower games? Like the bottle of shampoo
water, yeah.
and you press the buttons and everything goes... I had a Sonic the Hedgehog one of those. Had rings inside it. Back, when Sonic was a respectable franchise.
Oh lord, doesn't that feel like fucking forever ago?
If you told me when I was a young kid, Sonic is gonna suck when you're older, I'd be like, what? Who are you?
Get out of my room.
Why are you wearing my clothes?
Why are you saying it's not gay if it's you? I don't understand what that means. Why?
That's the thing. If you could go back in time, or not even back in time, if you could just like have sex with yourself,
Doctor Strange in Rogue One. No, that's like again because I'm not a homosexual.
Would you jack yourself off?
No, I don't need like a stray. Like if I needed a stranger that bad, I'd lean on my fucking hand. That's a fucking it's Logan.
Logan.
Which is kind of just it's not really a Darrow suburb anymore. It's just kind of a dumb suburb.
There's just areas of Logan that are Darrow.
Yeah,
they've all formed off their own little colonies.
Kind of like the sort of outer smear of suburbs has become kind of like a Dalmatian of fucking poverty. It's not as like concentrated as it used to be. Suzuki Swift. I'm willing to bet that's being driven by 2 girls.
I'm betting that every single Swift owned by a young girl has a name, and every single name is Taylor.
I'm calling your car Beulah. Beulah Swift. It's the name of the hideous mutant sub-twin of Taylor Swift, who actually writes all the songs and lyrics herself.
I want Taylor Swift to marry someone also called Taylor, so then they can be the same person. That's funny to me.
You know, I don't think I've ever heard a Taylor Swift song.
Yeah, you would have. You would have to have. Like, just
I don't listen to the radio.
No, but overhearing somewhere. I mean, you've been to Eat Street and other places with me. You've probably subconsciously heard it somewhere.
Maybe you're right. I know a girl got angry at me once because I refused to watch the Taylor Swift music video that she linked me.
That's hilarious.
Yeah. I had such a fucking...
There was a viral video of Taylor Swift thing. It was pretty fucking funny.
She used to be like, she was like, I'm not like other girls type girl. And then when she got angry at me for not watching a Taylor Swift video, I just like fucking, I did not let that go.
You are a liar.
Yeah. Just like, that is the most girl fucking thing that has ever girled. It's the most girliest girl in the whole wide girl. Fucking goddamn. Why do you want to Taylor Swift video? Because I don't fucking care. I don't I don't send you links to the weird shit I like and expect you to watch it. Jesus. I don't send you fucking wrestling gifs. I know you don't like this crap, so I don't fucking show it to you. I have that segmented off in another portion of my life.
As we drive past an adult superstore
Gold for Australia.
next to a kickboxing taekwondo
It's
place.
not an adult store anymore unless it sells giant rubber horse penises. Everything else is just too mainstream, you know? I mean, it's just too easy to get.
I saw an anal torpedo the other day.
Was it an actual torpedo shape? Like,
Yeah.
Huh.
It was big. Like, holy shit. It blew my
What has
mind.
happened in your life where you're like, okay, it's like, today's the day. I'm gonna fit this thing in my butthole. I've been training. This is what you've been training for, Lawrence. This is what your career, putting things up your butthole anonymously on the internet, has been about. You gotta just, you gotta breathe. You gotta breathe. You gotta, remember.
I'd like to see, like, competitive, like, high dive, but instead of landing in water, they land on a dildo.
I always wanted to see an Olympic event just called Amazing Feats. And it was a judged event, kind of like rhythm gymnastics or whatever.
Yeah.
And it's just like, you have to nominate an incredible feat, and you're judged on, like, how close you come to pulling it off. You do it, because you could do something successfully, but is it kind of, like, not that amazing, Like, you have to sort of balance it against somebody's maybe not accomplished feat, but fundamentally more amazing feat. I've always wanted to see someone just jump straight up into the air and, like, pencil dive onto the ground, but just onto their head. Like, just bolt straight, like, kind of like the way RVD sells a pile driver. Cody Rhodes, yeah, I don't know. At this point, I'm at that point now where I think I'm just happy when people leave the WWE, as opposed to, like, I used to get real excited when people would join, because we're like, oh, wow, I can't wait to see what happens there. And, I don't know. I think the brand split might help, especially if I can just watch 2 hours of SmackDown, as opposed to have to pretend I'm going to sit through 3 hours of Raw. 3 hours is 3 hours is too long for a fucking TV show on a weekly basis. It's fucking retarded expecting me to watch 3 hours of Raw. I keep up with fucking Lucha Underground, I keep up with NXT, I watch a fair bit of, like, New Japan matches, I watch Stardom, which is fucking glorious. I'm really, really high on Stardom at the moment. Stardom's a Japanese women's wrestling promotion,
Okay.
and it is so fucking good. Like, for starters, the girls have, like, like how there's double team moves in wrestling, right? Where, like, two dudes fucking, like, jackhammer you into the ground, basically, right? Okay, so the girls in this looked like they were going. It was a 3-on-3 match, and it looked like the three girls were going to do this one thing to this one girl. And they go through this whole fucking rigmarole of, like, little fucking leapfrogs, flips and jumps and shit. And then they don't do anything to the fucking target girl. She's just been a fucking, like, pummel horse for them to bounce around on. They land on each other and do this team pose. And that fucking had me. I'm just like, they did this long, involved triple team taunt, which I think gave all of them super. Which meant, like, fucking unlimited finishes for, like, a minute period or something like that. But it's really fucking good, because it's just these adorable little fucking Japanese girls who have these fucking hilarious, cutesy, synchronized little dance routine entrances, and then they go straight into, like, just fucking trading elbows to the neck. It's glorious.
That was different, Steph.
So, like,
Gabe showed us other wrestling. Gabe is infinite wrestling. That's all you gotta know.
I like my wrestling. And you can watch Stardom, because Stardom's actually going on some effort to make it, like, internationally available. So, like, the YouTube channels, like, you can subscribe to it and actually pay the money, and it's not.
Geo-blocking is cockery and should not fucking exist.
Japan just doesn't fucking care about the rest of the world, because, like, this isn't, like, you can sign up for, like, New Japan's version of, like, the WWE network, which is all nice.
They used to care.
Well, it's just, they don't, like, it's all in Japanese, and they don't go to any effort whatsoever, really, to fucking make it easy for you to sign up. It's just really fucking strange. Like, New Japan does not fucking care, which is odd, given that international is a really big market for everyone now, and they have a lot of international stars and
I
international
don't understand
trade.
what you gain by geo-blocking. Like, you're just alienating people, honestly.
I don't think it's the content creator's idea. It's like someone sold the rights to something, fucking 10 years ago, and now we all have to put up with bullshit.
Yeah, I guess.
Like, imagine if I was paying you, like, fucking, if I'd signed a contract for, like, 5 years of you to, like, drive me to work, and then suddenly teleporters exist, and I was just telling you to get fucked. Yeah, Steph, the wrestling I showed you, that was, oh god, Megumi Kurome versus, Combat Toyota.
I do love Combat Toyota.
No, it's so fucking good. There's, like, one of the little Stardom girls, who I think is actually 14, or just looks 14, I don't know. She has, like, this glittery, like, fucking gold glittery version of Tiger Mask's mask, and she's called the Starlight Kid. And, like, Kairi Hojo, who's got, like, one of the best elbow drops in the business at the moment, her entrance is some kind of galactic pirate. I don't know. I'm not really sure. Like, it's so hard to pick up on what's going on exactly. And I don't want to look it up because I just kind of like trying to work it out from the wrestling itself. So she, like, her entrance is she wears this fucking glittering goddamn pirate mask with an eye patch. She has a fucking wheel that spins. I have no earthly clue why.
Don't try to understand it.
Oh, it's so good though. So fucking good. Really, really, like, Stardom's great. So yeah, like, generally, like, it's funny because, like, well, I watch a lot of people complaining about WWE and shit. It's like, just watch other shit. They don't. WWE doesn't have to care because people don't go away. You know, they go on about fucking canceling their subscriptions or whatever, and they don't. It doesn't matter. Watch other shit. You can make something else fucking big. You can make something else famous.
I believe this road is made from cuttlefish.
Yeah, it's fucking weird. Like, there's just this big long white stretch, back to black.
And then back to what?
Back and black. Shit.
I believe the Bon Scott was a parrot.
The one... I remember Dad telling me this fucking story of, like, the one time him and a bunch of friends put in to buy some cocaine, which in the 70s was, like, basic. In Australia in the 70s, buying cocaine was like trying to buy a house. Like, there were forms you had to fill out, you had to get a loan, you had to demonstrate that you had collateral. Like, you know, you had to have been in the same house for, like, the past 5 years. Like, it was a fucking chore. So, Dad went through all of that, and then Bon Scott got to it on the plane up, which fucking pissed Dad off for years until Bon Scott died. It was
Really?
like, yeah.
That's fucking hilarious.
And it was like, fair enough. That guy probably needed it more than I did.
It's 3 in the morning, you can't sleep? That's why we're here.
Reminds me of that terrible Matchbox 20 song. Guy sounds like he's trying to sing through like a ball gag.
That's. I'm not putting the radio on because A, it's the radio. The radio in Australia is fucking awful. Like in America, how you have like so many different variety stations and metal stations, things like that. In Australia, we basically have 10 stations, and they're all fucking awful.
All general crap, really. I mean, Triple Z has character, even though a lot of the time that character's not something I'm that interested in listening to. Like, most of the hosts on Triple Z sound like someone put like a fucking microphone into a flat in West End, which is fine if you're after that. It's just annoying though if you live or have lived in West End. And the music section is usually a little better too, but it's also more specific. So like if you like metal, listen to Triple Z's Metal Hour. If you don't like metal, Triple Z's Metal Hour is really goddamn annoying.
That's, yeah.
And
You
then
got no choice.
There's Triple J, who advertise themselves as being the enemy of average, when really they're the new fucking average and have been for at least 20 fucking years. Goddamn banal pile of piece of shit asinine cunts.
But yeah, so basically we would get flagged for copyright. That's why the music I have running is, what's it called? Just like remixes of video game music. Because they're free!
Are they?
Yeah. Like Socia remix. Can't get flagged for that shit.
Alright, Christmas titties.
Discover 30 reasons to buy a new Villa World home.
Tut Bryant. Heavy
Villa World.
lift. Someone's name is Tut Bryant.
Oh, guys, you're gonna hear some fucking amazing place names when we start getting out towards the Gold Coast and further. Because the names here in Brisbane are pretty fucking white. But as soon as you get out, they start getting really Aboriginal.
Yeah.
We're gonna drive through Bald Knob probably as well.
Aborigines fucking love syllables.
Oh, fucking oath.
Like, they have a lot of the indigenous languages have a few less kind of phonemes than English does, like less sort of like sounds that they use. So they kind of made up for that by just using them a lot, and in this kind of like almost sing-song way. Like, there's some words that I think are really quite naturally beautiful. Also, you want to hear something fucky? Like one of those weird fucking universal bits of fucking Like, alright, so there's a spot in Australia called the Nullarbor Plains. Now, the Nullarbor is a local indigenous word for no fucking trees. Because it's this treeless fucking stretch. Nullarbor is also Latin for no trees.
Amazing.
Just fucking baffling. Like, this fucking same fucking meaning. It's so weird. I don't know how that happened. You know what my guess is? Pyramids. Aliens. The doctor did it.
My dad believes in aliens.
Okay, like, there's a difference. I believe in aliens as in the possibility of extraterrestrial life.
No, my dad thinks they built the pyramids.
Oh, that's awesome.
He also thinks the cats are aliens.
Okay, now, how serious are you about that second one? Because...
No, serious. I'm serious.
Okay, alright.
Because he thinks, because cats like go really funky around him, like they will fucking like run from him or claw the shit out of him. They do not like him. And he goes, they know I'm onto them.
I'm really like, part of me deeply, because I know that like that's something like Dad would stretch a joke out for like 40 fucking years. Like I could see that being a situation.
I don't know how far he's just a joke anymore because he gets very passionate about it, very serious about it. So
I'm not Aboriginal, no. At least I don't think I am.
No, I think they're talking to Steph. Steph has Aboriginal in her family somewhere.
Many do. There's a fair bit of intermingling.
I don't. I'm white as fucking bread.
Yeah, I think I am too. I'm not 100% sure. I don't really know a lot. I know that like some of my DNA actually got shipped out here for stealing bread or whatever. Probably just looking funny. Back in the old days, back in the convict days. So there's possible intermingling from that point on, but no fucking no. Look at Dad and your fucking alien cats. It's fucking amazing.
My dad is an
And the Egyptians loved cats too, see, it all makes sense.
See.
It's just, you know...
He's the smartest man alive.
Yeah,
obviously.
now I'm starting to come around to his way of thinking. Alien cats built pyramids to make me...
We could put him on YouTube. Give me one of those weird videos like that fucking weird church video we saw.
Time Cube. If you got the internet going, Google Time Cube.
If you got the internet.
Yeah.
What are you watching it on right now? An Etch-a-Sketch?
Yeah, an Etch-a-Sketch of smoke signals. Put your Etch-a-Sketch down.
Pick up your wigwams.
Yeah. Get your smoking rug and go Google Time Cube and see if you can actually find the site. Because there'll be a Wikipedia article about Time Cube, but the website's special. It was made in those sweet, beautiful days when if you could type a thing, you could just have a fucking website.
Guys, go look up the Crash Bandicoot 3 website. It's still up. The original one that came out. Someone's paying for that.
Yeah, fucking, it's... Giant corporations on the internet are fucking fascinating because they don't let shit go because you never know when it might be useful again.
And also, I think they've just forgotten. It's just like...
Yeah, it's a fucking mark on a book. No one fucking knows.
Part of their bill routine.
It probably doesn't even cost it, but it probably costs such a negligible amount of money.
Yeah.
Because, like, I know this weird thing happened with Conan O'Brien ages ago back when he was still doing The Tonight Show. Not The Tonight Show, The Late Show on NBC. Good old young Conan.
I love Conan.
Yeah, Conan's one of my favorites. And he made just an offhand remark about, like, I can't remember why. I think he was talking to someone about, like, some, kind of weird news article about a marine biologist or some shit. So he makes some joke where he refers to a fake website called hornymanatees.com. And NBC literally purchased hornymanatees.com automatically. Because that's what they do. Like, you can't mention a fucking...
Can you turn on the brightness?
A website. All the way up?
Yeah, do it all the way up, yeah. Plugged in, let's charge it. There we go. Now we can see.
You can't mention a website on fucking NBC. Like, otherwise they have to like just buy it straight away because it could be the next big thing, and then they don't have the website, and then you're having to go to like fucking Conan O'Brien at NBC.com because ConanO'Brien.com takes it like weird fucking porn. So they're like fucking hyper about that. So then there was this hornymanatees.com, and Conan was allowed to play with it. So we sourced all these like PG fucking, you know, hand-drawn manatee porn that went on for like about 3 or 4 weeks.
We should go to the War Museum. Where even is the War Museum?
A suburb of War.
We'll just stop at Dreamworld, go on some rides.
It should do that.
No, fuck that.
Don't they have a
It's
new
expensive.
ride?
Maybe. It's cool to get drunk and go on as many spinny rides as you can. 80 ahead. I don't like any of this.
I'm for Jews, and I'm generally not for Judaism. Because it's an asinine fucking myth structure.
Anyone who doesn't eat pork is weird to me.
I really love meeting people who do that, like the kosher and the halal and the special hats thing. I love when people actually, because most of I know a lot of people who are sort of religious, in quotes, where they say they are, but don't do literally anything that would, you know, live in any way that would indicate that they're religious. Like, they don't go to church, they don't listen to the things, like, you know, gay Catholics and shit like that, which is just a fucking oxymoron. But, like, you know, so a lot, like, I've known people who are, like, sort of nominally, like, Jewish and, you know, Muslim and fucking quotes, where, yeah, they are, but they're not. Like, they don't wear the fucking magic hat, they don't not eat the fucking thing. Then you meet one that's actually takes that shit seriously. And it took me about 3 times of this happening before I realized that I was a complete asshole whenever this happens. Because I treat them like I've just discovered a yak that can use cutlery. Like, they're just a fucking magic retard to me. I'm like, really? What do you think happens? Like, what the fuck do you think is... You think God's not gonna, you know, miss you if you take off the magic hat? Like... And they're like, no, well, it has this tradition. Yeah, I know it has a fucking tradition that's made up. It's fucking dumb. Wear your special wizard hat. Your +1 of God noticing.
I wish I had a wizard hat.
It's so fucking stupid. And don't eat that bit. Why? Is it poisonous? No, just God doesn't want us to. Well, why that? Because it's in the book. Yeah, but why? It's just...
How many attractions could there be between Brisbane and Coffs? Yeah, it's actually quite a lot of stuff.
Okay, stuff is...
So you've got a few theme parks. You've got the Tambourine Mountains, which is actually really fucking nice.
They are very pleasant. That's not really what I'd call an attraction. That's a picnicking day out.
I guess. It's an attraction when you drive up there, it's piss bucketing rain, and you watch the cunts run left to right centre, trying to get out of the waterfalls. That's fun.
Well, you know, don't go chasing waterfalls. I use that in context! Thank you, Destiny's Child. Trio of
screeching harpies.
I don't know, I liked it when they were in Destiny's. I didn't even know there was a canal here. I don't think this canal here was here the last time I drove down this far south. I think a giant worm beast carved that out. Well, you can't see it now, can you? It's gone. Yeah, you're not going to see a lot of really what you call it.
Welcome to the road.
Yeah. Welcome to, like, Australia's the country where the horizon lives.
There you see a yellow cunt driving in his yellow car. He is El
I want my car to look like Bruce Lee, but sir, you look like an atrocious douche. Bruce Lee!
Broly.
There's a tradesman.
With his termy mesh.
Oh, no, I know. There were pragmatic things to, like, the old religious rules. Same as, like, fucking circumcision. If you live in a desert, where bits of sand can get under your fucking dick flap and just wreck that thing up, foreskins have to go. Like, when fucking showers don't exist, yeah, it makes complete sense. It's just, you know, now, like, most of other religious doctrine, it's completely fucking ridiculous. I'm gonna cut a flap off me dick. Why? So I can join a club. no dick flap
Do
club.
you reckon that like some like people who don't circumcise are like people who have the modern PCs, you know, the big window in the side so they can see the units? They just cut like a hole in their foreskin so they can see the cool LEDs on the inside.
That was actually one of the big schisms of early, because Christianity wasn't Christianity for ages. It was just better Judaism, like we're the proper Jews, the right Jews. And one of the big things was allowing Gentiles to join this new Judaism without cutting the fucking foreskin off. And that was a big theological argument, I think, since St. Paul. I think St. Paul, or it might have been St. Peter. It was one of the early fucking St. P's. I think it was like 400 years after Christ died. Wandering around fucking Greece arguing about like foreskins. And now we have Christianity.
Excellent.
That's where that came from.
Yeah, you won't see any kangaroos like on this highway. If you do, they won't be till like very early in the morning or late at night.
I mean, if you wanted to see a kangaroo, you can just go tooling around. I mean, there's probably a zoo or some shit.
You're above the law. No, you're not, Steph. You just haven't been caught. And if you do get caught, you'll probably say your mum was driving. Good plan.
There's a certain type of Australian white ugly where, like, their face is just, because I just saw one. It was like another teenager just in a fucking car back there, where it's just like pointy is how I describe the face. You know, like if this were Wind in the Willows, they'd be a ferret.
Yeah.
Like that's just a kind of ferrety faced little fucker, and they're always in a fucking cap, weirdly fucking skinny little head, and they kind of have the muscles on their fucking upper lip and their nose are always kind of pulled up a little bit, like they've just smelled something like really mustardy, like someone's holding mustard under their nose for the entirety of their life. There are people who live that way. That's one of the great things about religious history. Is just, there's like weird fucking shit in there, man. Like arguments taken seriously. Again, whenever I ask people about how big God's penis is, and I expect them to just tell me to shut up because I'm being a dick, because I am being a dick, and then they actually think about it because that's a legitimate fucking piece of theological thought.
It is 10:23 in the morning. Let's go to SeaWorld, punch a dolphin.
Truck. Those dolphins have it coming, man. I think they're so fucking smart. Goddamn posting bullshit on my Facebook all the time. I don't know why they let the dolphins have Facebook. I mean, I wouldn't have thought something that looked that gay could be so homophobic. Dolphins are all homophobic. That's a true fact. I learned that at like my tertiary education institution, which is one of Australia's big sandstone. University of Queensland. It's kind of like sweaty Harvard. I think it's in the top 100 of schools. People go to a lot of effort to go there. I didn't even go to effort when I was there.
Oh, you're in Canada, but you lived in the Gold Coast? That's rad. I'm glad you got out of the Gold Coast. No offense to people who live on the Gold Coast.
You escaped the GC, as people started calling it.
Like, I like the Gold Coast to visit, that's about it.
It is one of those situations, the Gold Coast is a visiting suburb, not a living suburb.
And the main problem is, there's no jobs there. A lot of people who live in the Gold Coast travel to Brisbane every day for work. That's fucking insane.
Every day. Fucking day, man.
Like an hour and a half drive. That's not including traffic.
I kind of see why people go apeshit. Like, I don't know how people fucking deal with that. Like, my life's a monotonous drag of pointless garbage, but at least I don't have to fucking commute. You know, I can just wake up and I'm like, hey, look at that. I'm gonna work on time.
No, the 110 zone is ending. No.
People talk about this as like, oh, why isn't it like the autobahn? And it's like, because Australia is fuckwits and they'd ruin it. So we can't have most nice things. Like,
I do not want to see a highway with like a 200km speed. That would.
When I was in Japan, looking at like fucking cocktail joints that served straight out onto the street in these like fucking big fucking boost juice cups with like a little dome top. And you just get a cocktail. They're just a fucking shack, and it's like, here, have a cocktail. And you can just go walking around with it. No one cares. No one bothers you. You know why? Because it's fine. All the signs just say, all the signs in the fucking trains should just don't be loud. Great. I can slug fucking 7-Eleven whiskey on a train quietly. Fan-fucking-tastic. And then you think, man, wouldn't it be nice in Australia if this existed? No, it wouldn't.
No.
Fucking ruin it in minutes. the fucking...
In Australia, our people can ruin everything.
Literally. Okay, it's like the fucking Southern Cross tattoo. Australians ruined a constellation.
I know.
I need to think about
That's
fucking
amazing.
relative arrangement of goddamn
that
stars.
ute there that's driving past has an Australian flag sticking out of it. You probably can't see it because it's very small, but holy crap.
I'm really waiting for someone, because I've got the boot fucking flag at the front of my house. I desperately want someone to fucking talk to me about
I
it.
don't fucking understand because in Australia, it's Australia, there's no other flags here. Why do you have a flag of your own country in your fucking country?
Yeah, I suppose it'd make more sense in like Europe or whatever, where you can literally drive to other countries.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm from fucking Germany and Lithuania. Look, there's a Belgian. And that makes sense. I'm in Australia. You can drive for days and you are still in more Australia. Except for like the fucking weird patch of Japanese territory that exists in the middle of Australia.
I really enjoy driving through, like, out this way and then going through, like, old towns. Because it's like going back in fucking time. Because a lot of the old towns are still old fucking towns.
Well, old by Australian measures, which means from the 50s.
Yeah. You know what I mean.
Yeah. It's trippy though, like, because now I'm thinking about Japan again. It's like, you go there, it's like, this street's from the 1400s. And it's like, shit! Because there's still stuff going on there, and it's a street. Whereas, like, nothing here. Most we've got is like, here's a pile of shells that some Aborigines left sometime. Rad.
I think Eddie Izzard did a bit on that when they talk about restorations and they have it how stupid it is in America. This is what a building we've restored to what it looked like over 100 years ago. People went 100 years ago. Surely no one was alive then.
Yeah, literally like that. Except I'm at like 70. 70's fucking like, look at this fucking 70-year-old house. The primary school I went to was 130 years old.
No
which
heritage.
is fucking ridiculous. Yeah. Maple leaf flag's kind of a nice flag, though. Like, I actually like the Canadian flag.
I like Canada.
It's like someone stood on the Japanese flag.
I really want to go to Canada. I want to ride a moose. That is
I don't know, man. Those things are fucking...
They are war, dude.
They're scary.
All I want to do is run up to it, throw an apple at it like in that fucking Mickey Mouse game on the Mega Drive, and then run at the screen in parallax scrolling.
I support your decision to do this. I want to see what happens. One of the earliest videos I found on the fucking, like, old net before there was, like, a fucking organized way of watching fucking videos on the internet. Every photo of Eddie Izzard these days makes him look like one of my aunts. Like, I'm happy that he enjoys putting on dresses and shit, but just every time it's just like, you look exactly like one of my fucking aunts. It just drives me insane. Auntie Eddie.
I love Eddie Izzard. He's fucking rad.
What I love, the one thing I really love about fucking Eddie Izzard is one day he just decided to run marathons. And then he ran like 42 fucking marathons in a year, which is insane. Like, it turns out all this time he's had like some mutant marathon ability. Like, literally, no, like it was a subject of much discussion. He's got, like, I don't know if he's got like some sort of one of those weird adaptations where he doesn't build up as much lactic acid, but he was... Like, no one should be able to, with zero fucking preparation or training, just go, fuck it, and do 42 fucking marathons a year. Like, that's beyond, like, fucking, like, you or I'd die.
I believe he is a mutant. I mean, he's just lived so much in his life. Like, he's a transvestite, and, he's one of 4 comedians to play Madison Square Garden, which is...
Really? What were the other...
I can't remember the others, but he's the only...
foreigner.
European to do it. Well,
Can't imagine that. That's really odd. Like, I feel like that'd be... I thought maybe Ricky Gervais would have a shot at that. Like,
I don't know, actually.
Ricky Gervais has got a lot of... I
mean, there might have been more now. This was, I think, 3 years ago. But, yeah, like, pretty fucking good.
Steph, we could have 140, kilometer an hour speed limit, and then some cunt would vaporize themselves.
Hey, that's what she said up earlier. She said people can't drive here, so we can't have nice things. Like, no, dude. Like, trust me. You think people can't drive in your country, but then go to Russia. Like, holy shit.
What the dash cam things?
Dash cams in Russia are the best. I thank them for that.
It's just so much.
Just a little fucking tiny ass little hatchback driving past with a cow in the back.
Giant cold Florida.
I just imagine everyone's driving around in Italy on little fucking scooters with love heads going, ciao.
Yeah, like I've got friends, like one of my friends' dad's French, and he keeps going back over to sort of France and Italy for business and shit. And whenever he comes back, like I remember one time he was giving us a lift somewhere, and fuck, that was terrifying. It was like slightly more restrained, crazy
Is that a
taxi.
Yoda sticker?
Like just did not give a shit.
It is. There's a Yoda sticker in that car, and it says,
Ask
my kiss you will.
I fucking hate that person. Yep. Fucking look, unibrow, fucking private school cunt. You piece of
But
miserable
Yoda
shit.
doesn't even talk like that.
No, they don't even have that right. Like, I'm gonna have a swearing Yoda bumper sticker. What does that say about me? You fucking piece of shit. I love people with no personality. Like, didn't even like anything enough to even fucking have an accurate fucking representation of Yoda. Yoda was wearing sunglasses too, of course, because of the fucking, searing bright Dagobah sun. Oh, I fucking hate that person. I bet when that guy, like, you saw it a lot with, like, prior generations, but, like, whenever you see a Christmas party or a costume party in Australia, there's always one cunt who is, quote, 70s guy, end quote. And I hate that person, because they have no personality. They don't like anything enough to fucking dress up as it. They don't have a fucking, taste or anything. The kind of fucking mutant that's just bought, like, fucking top 40 CDs for, like, the past,
Also, place names in Australia do not sound like they're spelled. Like, this one is called Mudgeeraba, and it is spelled Mudgeeraba. Mudgeeraba.
That, like a lot of indigenous words, means fuck off whitey.
Yeah.
Australians got tricked into naming an awful lot of suburbs various formulations of fuck off whitey. I respect that.
I just love there's a place called Balls Knob. Like, who came up with that? It's like, was some dude high and when he founded the town?
Dude, legit, there's a place it's either Victoria or South Australia called Mount Buggery. And it's called Mount Buggery because a Dutch guy was wanting to have someone take him to the top of the fucking hill, and the person he asked told him he could go to Buggery. And the Dutch guy just presumed that's what the mountain was fucking called, and now it's called Mount Buggery.
What's worse, Star Wars crap or Minions? Crap, Minions. Hands down.
Minions. Yeah,
hands down. Like, Star Wars at least I can relate to.
Star Wars is at least a thing. Minions aren't a thing. They're like a meme for old ladies.
Holy shit, you're right. Although there was a pretty fucking funny part in Bad Neighbours 2, when the frat house, they made all the new pledges, like, dress up as minions and do all their work. Like, that was funny because, legit, it was fucking stupid. And watching, 5 Asians dressed as minion, falling downstairs was funny to me. What does that say about my racism?
If I wanted to see that, I'd go to fucking Sunny Bank.
Sweet lad, laughed derisively at him.
I love the laughter.
Curly Joe, amused by his own antics.
Easily amused by his own antics. Fucking, I love that episode. Time Keeps on Skipping is one of my favorite episodes.
Best.
A, because I actually saw the weird Harlem Globetrotter cartoons as a kid,
Yes.
which didn't make sense.
Did you see the one where they
3.
met Scooby-Doo?
Yeah, that was one of the big ones I used to play constantly. It was like Scooby-Doo meets the Harlem Globetrotters. Why? And one of them could reach into his afro and just pull out whatever, which I thought was kind of rad. Facebook's like a great way to knock yourself against retarded shit. Like, I kind of treat Facebook just sort of like a vaccination these days. And I go on it. Like, there are people who I expressly keep on Facebook because they just post,
I'm not racist against anyone, dude. Like, I'm one of the
small yellows.
I'm one of the most tolerable people in the world, unless you really fucking annoy me, and that's not racism. That's you're a cunt.
That's just you're a cunt. That's what I love about growing up in a really, really racially diverse area. And one of the funny things too is I think they even did a How I Met Your Mother episode about the phenomenon where you find the other ethnicity version of someone you already know. Yeah. Like, that's something I noticed heaps. There's in the in the fucking feral suburbs and shit, where it's just there are just certain permutations of cunt face that just cross the race barrier. That just don't fucking care. Doesn't matter what your physiognomy is. It's just like, oh, that guy's got the same kind of cunt face. I bet this guy's going to be a bit of a cunt.
Oh, he is, yeah.
Fucking, that's it. There's, because race is like only a couple of genes, whereas cunt face, I think, goes back way deeper.
See, I love just I love culture. I love learning about different people and talking to different people from all over the world because it's really fucking interesting seeing other people's way of life. And because everyone always ties back. Like, people are people, you can always relate in some fashion. And that blows my mind when you find something that is a racial culture that is so completely different, yet has similarities and things that are the same.
There's none that are really that fucking different, though. Like, that's the goddamn thing.
Yeah.
Like, it's not like any of them live underground like mole rats or some shit. Like, I
wish.
About the one of the some of the last remaining really interesting ones to me, the Sentinel Islands, and I want to. Oh, I should kickstart this. Okay, so I'm gonna go on a Kickstarter and I'm gonna do this, and I really want you to pay for it because it's gonna be fucking amazing whatever happens. I'm gonna kickstart a thing where I lead a ragtag group of mercenaries to finally conquer the Sentinel Islands and open them up to trade and exploration.
Is that the island with the turtles?
No, the Sentinel Islands are this island off of fucking India full of batshit insane assholes who go fucking mental the second anyone gets near this.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's a shitty, dinky anus of an island, or where vibranium comes from. It's the only two explanations. And these people are fucking batshit. It's like one of the last few tribes that have not fucking, like, kind of clicked with the rest of the goddamn planet yet. It's like them and, like, a few people in the Amazon or some bullshit. But even those people have, like, Wi-Fi now, so it's like, just these fucking cunts. Like, Google Sentinel Islands.
Right, so all I'm thinking now is just you in Contra. That's basically that.
Yeah. So and it's been pissing me off for like 5 years. Like, fuck you. And it wouldn't bother me, but there's just such a, like, I don't, it's like when a goose attacks somebody and they flip out and run away. You have no business running away from a goose.
But it's weird and you don't understand.
Yeah, but you still, just...
They are terrifying, dude.
Just swing your fucking fists, and then the goose loses. Geese are food. Food doesn't get to attack you. Like, this
you just really want to fight a goose, don't you?
I do, but that's neither here nor there.
You want to fight a pelican? We can arrange that.
I would if they need a rose. I gut wrench suplexed a sheep once. It was like a young ram, and the farmer dude was like, yeah, he's just nudging you, he's having a bit of a challenge. And then he kind of like dinked me in sort of just the edge of the knee, and it really kind of fucking hurt, and it sort of did that, it triggered that fucking alarm bell, like my knee might explode, like in the movies, like my knee just gonna crack and I might fucking, lose a big chunk of goddamn knee. So then I was really fucking annoyed with the sheep. And so I kind of like, started pushing its little head away with my hands, and it was, it saw that as more of a challenge. And, a sheep's just a fucking fluffy battering ram. That's all it is. So you can't push the head and win. Like, you're not going to win that fucking argument. You're not going to fucking push the sheep's head away. So it was like, it just, after that it was like, alright, fight on, cunt. And then I kind of like got really annoyed, because I'm just like, I could probably fucking lift that thing up. And then, if you're holding a sheep upside down, what's it going to do? Lash out at me with the talons it doesn't have? Fucking bleed its acid blood on me? Fuck it. Fuck the stupid goddamn sheep. So I just fucking gut wrenched the cunt and dumped it on his back.
Alright, cunts. Why are you going slow? What is this?
The road became 2 lanes. Now it's still 2 lanes.
This is a horrible part of the highway where it's really narrow. Everyone drives like a fucking granny.
Because we've all been luxuriating in 4 lanes of freedom, and then we hit this bit where some weird combination of local councils and general government ineptitude have meant that they haven't updated the fucking freeway whatsoever. So now all of this like glorious flow has just been like fucking pinched down to this narrow urethra of fucking late Gold Coast fucking driving. Are we in the Gold Coast yet? Where are we?
Just about the coast, yeah.
Yeah, rams are assholes. Goats are too. Goats are fucking pricks. I don't know, maybe it's me. Because Dad always said that, like, fucking horses hated him, and I thought that was bullshit, but I've seen him around, like, so many different horses, and these things have, like, made a fucking beeline for him. Like, somewhere in the goddamn, existential ether, dad's spirit punched the horse god or some shit, and now, like, the rest of his fucking crew are just out to fucking get him. I like animals. I like animals just because they understand basic fucking rules. It just shits me when they violate that. Like, again, a goose. A goose has no means of fighting me. It can't beat me in a fucking fight.
I just want to see it, like, form, like, fists with its wings and go havoc on you. That'd make me happy.
I'd respect that. I don't mind losing. Like, that's fine. I don't expect to win every goddamn fight. But it just bugs the shit out of me when people... Because now you're teaching the goose that it can win this fight. Now this goose is wandering around thinking it's got, like, bear powers. Like, I'm not going to fight a bear. That's a, that's...
Well, you're obviously not fucking Russian enough.
No. I will fight 8 koalas tied to each other, though.
Holy shit. It's like fucking... It's like a devastator of koalas.
Yeah.
They just, like, all form. Voltron koalas.
Yeah, we almost bought a goat. It's criminally... It is dangerous.
So easy.
I'm kind of glad not many people sort of seem to notice how easy it is to just get a goat, because if it wasn't for the fact that the fucking goat eats the grass root, and then we just have a dust bowl, because, okay, and this is a situation that's cropped up again, because, like, the fucking lawn-mowing people that I called didn't show up, but the lawn in the backyard is neck high. Like, there could be, like, street sharks living out there. There could be like a family living in the fucking grass. Pygmies. I don't fucking know. None of us really use the backyard. Ugh, the wall of souls. I fucking hate that. Oh, look at that one. Who fucking draws these? So, the grass is ridiculously high, and something needs to be done about it. And... what the fuck was I talking about?
Goat.
Oh, yeah, that's right. So, me and Angus had this... Oh, Jesus, these fucking faces, they just destroy my brain. Me and Angus had this idea. Well, I had the idea. I was like, I wonder if I could get a fucking goat. Because at this point, I just thought, I was willing to branch out to some unorthodox methods of dealing with the situation. So, Angus clicked to the idea straight away. Just me and him were like, goat! And so he went online and was already looking up means of buying a goat. Whereas I was doing the sensible thing and researching whether or not the goat would actually do the fucking job. Because I'm sure goats eat grass. I'm also sure they sort of constantly eat everything but the grass out of spite. So I'm looking into goats. I've been doing this for maybe 10 minutes. Angus comes back and explains that if we have, I think it was like $80, a goat, no questions asked, will be dumped at our house. Like, just literally like that. Like, we don't need a fucking permit. If you have, apparently under 2, it doesn't count as having livestock. So apparently I can have a cow as well. Like, I could just have a fucking cow in the backyard. And we have a really big backyard, so we could actually fit a fucking cow. But yeah, $80. And just, ding ding, here's your goat. Do I need to know how to look after that? I don't fucking care. Zoom. Away they go. Oh, now we've got a goat.
That reminds me, as unfortunate as I was, but I did watch it, The Hangover Part 3. At the start,
I did not watch that.
Zach, whatever the fuck his name,
Gallifug-Knuckles,
is driving a car up the highway and has a trailer. In the trailer is a giraffe. That is what Angus reminds me of. Just
there it is. Yeah.
And
actually.
someone, like, he looks out the window and, like, there's a kid looking and he goes, "Hi! I got a giraffe!" Just something like that. Just along those lines. It's like, yep, that's Angus.
Angus does have a Galifianakis quality to him. We'll just ignore you, Matt. Distraction. You're not nearly the distraction you believe yourself to be.
Oh, dude, yeah, you gotta use signals in this. Like, that's the thing is, if you don't use signals here, you're gonna die.
Yeah.
Even if you do use signals here, you're probably gonna die. But
yeah, it's kind of like you just get like a 10% bonus to living if you use a signal.
Yeah.
You'll die, but you'll be right.
Ah, yeah.
That's the important distinction.
I mean, like,
You'll die being able to blame it on some cunt.
Like, good thing I got, like, my Phoenix down before I left, like, so I could just revive. I wish that was the thing. You got a feather, back to life.
Let me tickle your balls with an ostrich feather.
Fucking ostrich. Ostriches and emus. Any bird that is larger than me gives me panic. Now we are in New South Wales.
Oh shit, oh. Is that what that giant fucking prong was?
Apparently. Welcome to New South Wales. Stock and hay vehicles must exit for inspection. Well, fucking lucky we didn't bring all that hay.
You line the fucking floor of the car with. What have I been shitting on?
I sort of want to get, like, in Cheech and Chong, just have a van made of weed.
Oh, I love that movie.
That's a great
Up in
movie.
Smoke's the best stoner movie ever. The rest of
It
Cheech
really
and
is.
Chong's movies weren't that good, but Up in Smoke was basically a filmed compilation of a bunch of skits they used to have on their albums called The Continuing Adventures of Pedro Lapacus and Man, because Chong's character is only referred to as Man throughout the whole film, and you never learn what his actual name is. And they basically they go to fucking Mexico and they have to drive this fucking truck made of weed, the entire truck. Like they form shit to the weed and turn like the fucking glass, the windshield. The whole thing is fucking weird. They have to drive this weed fucking truck.
It's hilarious. Good times. And then Chong went to prison.
At least he went to prison for like weed and not like molesting a kid or drugging and raping with him. Like,
how do you go to prison for weed?
yeah, in this day and age, especially if you're old. Like really, like if you're sort of past 65, I don't think drug laws should apply to you. Like, I mean, maybe if you're like a fucking mafioso who orders hits and deals drugs or whatever, alright, fine. But I mean, those are other crimes, really. I mean, I don't think you should be arresting anybody like in their fucking late 60s. Anyone getting close to 70 should be able to just like use whatever. I don't think it fucking matters at that point.
No.
I'm seriously gonna really fucking hard lobby for like Patton Oswalt's thing of like once you get past 90, just one less law applies to you. I think it was like,
I would like the law that I don't need to wear clothes to be a thing.
I just like the idea of like once you get like past, was it 95 or some bullshit, you can steal anything. You're not allowed to hire a truck, you're not allowed to get a bunch of guys or a van or anything like that. If you can pick it up and you can carry it to your house, it's yours. I like that rule. That's a fair rule. I support that rule now. But this isn't just me like sort of being selfish and getting to 90 and going, oh, I'd like stuff. I would support that as a rule now. That's motivation for some fun when I get old. Keep fit. Like fucking Bruno Sammartino. That motherfucker's still strong. He looks like that goddamn naked monkey that they had at the zoo for a while, though. Like the shaved one. Yeah. Like, he's like 90 or some shit, but dude's still fucking buff, man. Like, that guy could come to your house and take you. Like, you just walk off.
Yeah, but that's dealing drugs, Steph. That's, like, I'm pretty sure Chong got arrested just for having a fuckload of weed. Like, literally a house full.
A Chong load.
Holy shit, Chong is a fucking thinner, older Brenton.
My favorite fucking thing about Chong was just...
I love how the road got smooth for 10 seconds.
10 seconds, yeah. Now I'm back on lumpy goddamn New South Wales bullshit. Like, fucking Chong was in a really... it was actually quite popular and famous Canadian fucking doo-wop group or some shit. And it was, like one of those 50s bands that, like, people had listened to in, like, fucking Happy Days Land and whatever.
We need a caravan.
And then the band changed its name to Four Niggas and a Chink. And they lost most of their fan base with that. The ones who stuck around, I think, were richly rewarded. That trailer in front of us is called Spaceland, and it is written in like fucking amazing 70s series 2. The Spaceland series 2.
Like a yin-yang symbol to the left
Yeah,
of it.
this kind of like fucking, that old-timey Atari 2600 fucking space type, computer type. Oh, that is so great. That is probably legit.
I want to see who's driving.
That is from the era. It has to be an old person. Like, there is no fucking way a young person. But what do they got in the back there? Oh, they got the bikes. Is it his and hers? Is it retirees? Yes, it is! Oh, they're touring to see this lovely country. Fucking Australia, tinning old people and touring them around. Fucking weird, like, goddamn habit this country's got.
Thank you for the likes, guys. Hit that like button. If you watch two Australian dudes driving across Australia, we could do like...
We're the Leyland brothers.
We are.
Leyland
we could
brothers
do like
2000.
fucking Hamish and Andy did, though, like around the country, but actually be funny. I don't mind them.
I don't have the fundamental lack of shame that I think some of them do. Although I would have done that fucking Amazon goddamn bullet ant mark and glove without pussing out like a colossal goddamn baby. I will say that.
Yeah, you would have. I wouldn't have. I would have been fucking gone.
Because apparently, I mean, if I manage to do that, I get like wives. So that's pretty rad. I get like, I'd keep a holiday home. Like I like the idea of just having like a holiday home in the Amazon. You know, like you could just.
Who hit the thumbs down? I'm gonna shit in your cereal. Bad person.
Yeah, old Australians, man. They all get into fucking like. Oh wow, look at that. Is that the edge? We're at the edge of Australia.
Why? Is that there? Oh, there's water.
You fucking what? We're at the. Why we're at the?
Well, I
we're at
wasn't
the
looking out
goddamn
there.
edge.
I wasn't looking.
I think that's the bit where the rest of Australia hasn't quite loaded yet. I think that's, you know, because we're on fast travel at the moment. So,
You know, you could actually go to sleep and then wake up. We'd be there. It would be like fast travel.
yeah, it is. That's the edge. So we're probably one of the east bits of Australia. I think if you look on your left, you'll see some fucking trees, some water, and then South America. So, Fingal Head. Alright, that shouldn't be the name of a place. Imagine fungal but with an I, and then
Fingal.
head.
That's weird.
Yeah.
That is weird.
Fingal Head.
Finger me head.
Welcome to Scenic Fingal Head. Come see our children with the strange amount of chromosomes. More isn't always a good thing.
Euro Truck Sim. Well, this is
Pretty much the
like
same.
Australia small car sim. You just don't get the odor.
Oh, my back. That fucking goddamn shit.
I do. My back is killing me. I didn't like sleep last night.
Yeah, neither did I.
Shindera.
There,
Kudgen. Welcome to Kudgen.
Melina.
Check twice for motive spikes and blind spots. Fuck them. Woman Bay Road.
Woman!
Bay Road.
Woman.
Oh, fucking Ballina. Ballina's rad. Ballina was the
I don't
first
believe
time
you.
I had McDonald's and it tasted like real meat. I don't know what they cooked.
I almost want to see this fucking mythic McDonald's.
I know, because it will not fucking live up. I know it won't. I'll have.
Damn it.
There's probably like a hamburger wizard there that day, like performing ritual sacrifices.
McDonald's.
McDonald's.
Some fucking thing of legend.
Fucking, you know when you played Overwatch and you played the
Yes.
chick in the mech that like could blow up the mech?
Yes, Diva.
Yeah. So I watched a gif of her sending out the door her mech into a thing. She walked behind a pillar, wrote "well played," and started dancing because it was going towards the enemy team. A Reinhardt charged at the mech. I didn't know this, but it actually picks up the mech and he charged it back into the room she was in and it killed her. It was glorious.
That's great, because I've seen